Hi, my name's Kate, and Teresa's on the phone here, and we're going to be going through our presentation for our hot topic, which is RTI. And I'm going to make my screen bigger. Okay, so our guiding questions for RTI are listed as 7 guiding questions. What is RTI? Why was RTI started? What are the 4 C's of RTI? What are the tiers to intervention? What are roles within RTI in means of parents, teachers, administrators? What are benefits to RTI? And what are some specific RTI strategies? And lastly, what does RTI look like for elementary versus high school or middle school setting? So here's a definition of RTI. RTI is response to intervention as a multi-tier approach to learning and behavior for struggling learners in order to accelerate their rate of learning. This process is monitored by the general education teacher, the special ed teacher, or RSP teacher, alongside any other specialists if needed, like a speech pathologist. RTI is designated for use when making decisions in both gen ed classes and special ed, creating a well-integrated system of instruction and intervention guided by child outcome data. The overall goals are to prevent future academic problems and assist in identifying students with a possible learning disorder. So we first want to look at why RTI was even started. And I have a big passage here, but the most important is highlighted in yellow. It says RTI was started as a design to support state and local efforts to prevent inappropriate referrals to special education. So what this means is instead of just assuming that a child has a learning disability because they're just not getting it, we need to make sure that we're providing all the resources we can give them in the actual classroom with scaffolded materials and different graphic organizers or other aids to really help the child learn before referring them to any type of special education service. Okay, so the best way to explain RTI, in my opinion, is going through how RTI is implemented at my current school. I teach English language arts for 8th graders at a middle school in Wasco, California, and we implement RTI through 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. The academic coach and academic dean are in charge of RTI, and they pretty much gave a school meeting about it in the beginning of the school year, and I'm going to provide information that they gave to us general education teachers. So they went over the tiers, which you'll get more instruction on later on in the slides, but they did tell us about tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And our specific school has universal interventions available to all students within in-class small group instruction, individualized help and differentiation during actual core class time. And along with that, tier 2, we have something called What I Need Now. Everyone has this in period 4. It's basically an intervention class where all students are going to get intervention support for English and math because they're the highest core need for more development at my current school. And we also have extended day classes. Lastly, in tier 3, we have the special education services on campus. Now over here, it shows that input can be requested from teachers for 7th grade. And when that input is put in, 8th graders will be monitored. The RTI team meets with parents and they monitor data in order to see if the student is getting the adequate amount of help that they need. And going to the next slide, continuing